Oh my goodness, so I just watched a video that someone made about baby goth because I was interested in what they had to say. They said she was an industry plant and that she was exposed for it. And I was really interested because I already knew she was an industry plant. And after watching it, I realized that all the music industry is doing is getting some cheap hoe to sing my lyrics for a price way lower than I would go. It's a hoax. Baby Goth is a hoax. They paid her an incredibly low price to sing my songs, and I know they did the same thing with Krayshawn because Krayshawn's broke now. So my songs are just, like, being defaced by these random people that I don't even know because they wanna be a cheap whore. I feel bad for rugrats and muskrats and shit like that that would, like, sink that low. It's gonna be funny when everyone realizes that there's no more raps getting produced ever since they had to do it on their own and everyone told them, "Don't associate with Kristen because she's trying to say that you stole her raps," and I've been feeling better ever since people have been, uh, you know, leaving me alone because it was honestly annoying trying to get along in a world where people are completely oblivious. And it was just all wrong, like, I couldn't just stand by and let it happen, and I knew people would think I was lying because who would lie to you about a way to make money off you easily? I mean, if it's just a lie away, would you make $1 billion? Lie to all of America, put your reputation on the line. And I guess the sad part is that you're paying some bum that basically works for half the price that I would work at, producing music like a nobody because she's not even relevant anymore, Baby Goth or Krishan, because they haven't made music in so long. And it's just embarrassing that you guys would even believe in them for a second because they didn't care how you felt when they were taking your money and saying that they were a superstar, when they deep down were just thinking that they had my life and that they were me. And if you don't agree with that, then put down my powers and stop thinking you're me. I claim myself and my lyrics and my powers, and it's ridiculous that I have to deal with people 100% less intelligent than me on a daily basis. I haven't seen really many people that were interested in the fact that these motherfuckers stole my lyrics, but it is interesting to know. That's Baby Goth for you. I think she's a hot mess. I am cozy as fuck in the same sweater I wore for like 3 days. Who do I have to impress in this stank ass world? It's okay, cause I'm on the come up. There are people that recognize me as a good rapper, and that's enough for me. Maybe they don't know fully the whole situation or believe in me to the fullness and the extent that I would wish, but that's only to come in the future, and I know it. Some hater came to my live video yesterday and tried calling me crazy because I was speaking truth that she could. It honestly ruined it. It honestly ruined it for me making music for everyone when they were being ripped off from my being to theirs. They manipulated the whole system and people just to get their money and some sort of power, some sort of royalty above others or something. And if anyone hasn't noticed, they're not legitimate. If you have noticed, at least you have a keen eye and you're not just relying on me to take care of you and all of your logics forever because I just feel bad for how easy it is to get away with something like that. Stealing billions of dollars of lyrics that they could never create in their life and will never be as good as me. So, like, I guess I'm just waiting for the rest of the haters to jump off the bandwagon and join the deranged fucks of tomorrow that will all be lost and deranged forever. Psychos to believe that someone wouldn't. I don't got time for that bullshit. And that's the sad part. It's the stupid slut that wants to make half the money that it's worth in the song to create the song and become famous and get a name for herself without doing any of the work. That's Baby Goth, Krayshawn, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Iggy Azalea, Azealia Banks, Lil KU, even some guys, Lil Wayne, Eminem, Mercules. Bone Thugs and Harmony and Mercules made a song, and all of the song was my lyrics except for maybe like an inch. And, that's a small amount. I just mean a small amount. A small amount may have been made by them, but I carried most of the song. And I guess I just don't blame the Bone Thugs and Harmony because I don't know who the fuck this Mercules dude thinks he is going to Bone Thugs and Harmony with my lyrics and expecting them to believe him over someone that came from Cleveland and Bone Thugs and Harmony came from Cleveland, that I'm lying and he's not, because the truth is a motherfucker from Cleveland will probably always be able to rap better than anyone else. And I'm not gonna take shit from some fat boy from Canada that wants to pretend that he's got skills when in reality he is going too far for his reasons. Like, he's really trying to be hard or something, getting the Bone Thugs and Harmony involved. Take your bitch ass back to Canada. I actually like Tupac because I think the only reason he was hard is because I am hard, and that he was warning us of the type of travesty that I would cause if they didn't give me the rights to my lyrics back, because I don't play around. And Tupac took like one of my lines and he's like, "Look at this shit. It is way harder than everyone else's. Like, we do not know what we fucking with." And you can hear the emphasis in his voice when he is trying to say that. And if you don't want to take him seriously, that's funny because he's dead, because you guys want to follow some fake idols and some bullshit over someone that's like, because what, you thought he was crazy or something? He knows what's up. You didn't like anyone living in my justification of power and my ways. It will always be my way. I really don't see any other way. If you want to take your own way, it's a whole nother wavelength. God up above is waiting for you to jump off this fucking wagon any day now. Take your ass into the distance, off into the horizon. See if anyone misses you or even like cares. And then you'll feel like it is that I feel when all of you betrayed me to go worship fake idols that can't even rap. It's just embarrassing. And the worst part is my boyfriend, he grew up in Cleveland a little bit. He went to Cleveland schools. He knows we're pretty much the baddest city there is. And he still doesn't believe that anything good will ever come out of Cleveland because it's so much more magical to believe that some mysterious person that you've never met created all this greatness rather than the girl you're with. It's just so fucking pathetic because it's just like, okay, love, whatever. Not gonna take that seriously anymore. And I guess the guy that was interviewing Baby Goth, uh, what like, I mean, the guy that was talking about Baby Goth in his videos said, that Baby Goth, needs, um, a new label or something. And I think she needs a new label too because the label was even embarrassed to be exposed with her in the video because they know what they're doing. They know that they're lowballing everyone to get to so they can make money rather than the artists. That's why they hired some random freak. And she did it And now she's fallen off, like, no one even really realizes what's been happening in her life. She kind of fell off the radar or whatever. Oh yeah, she created a new song and I totally hate it. Forgot about that. Hi, Wassermeister. I am German. I really am. I'm not lying. Kisses. Just kidding. I really want a smoothie. Strawberry and banana. Bananas and strawberries. Oh, okay. And you guys can continue to be fools forever if you'd like, and not believe me that these fake idols are lying to you. Because either way, I know my God and my Mother Earth knows that I did create those lyrics and that you're all a bunch of shit infested maggots that eat at the underbelly of everything good and never stand up for what you believe in or love, because it doesn't matter to you. You already got served. You already got what you wanted out of it. That's why you've always been the type to receive instant gratification or none at all. And that's why your dead end lives will go nowhere. Because I'm not carrying you to the end. I'm a good girlfriend, and if my current boyfriend doesn't recognize it and wants to slap on the knob of a bitch way less aggressively beautiful and perfectly accurate in her goals in life, and there's just someone better. I already know that there are people on my side that want all of this. And honestly, I don't take anyone serious enough to restrict myself from any love at any time. So, especially when, there's that chance that motherfuckers are gonna believe anything I say when I refer to the facts that I should be a billionaire and have billions of fans for my raps. I can't be with someone that won't believe that. Hi, floor people. Oh, I'd like to believe that my audience has has some sort of idea of what I've been up against lately. Lady XO and Marley Quinn stole my lyrics. So did Bad Baby. Bad baby, you can take your ass back to Brokeback Camp or whatever and try to get your shit straight all over again because you're not riding the sorrow train in. What you gonna do? I gotta plug my computer in. Oh no, what you gonna do when the truth slips right through your fingers and you linger somewhere in between being and believing? So God really never mentioned fake idols, and you don't find it uncanny that fake idols makes an appearance in your life. It never made you think outside the box a little. You're just gonna be some goober forever. What, is it that my raps aren't good enough for you lazy fucks to enjoy anything that was particularly put together in a beautiful structure, that one that you could never do on your own or ever hope to accomplish near the amount of strategic genius that I have, and it sets you apart from me? Because I like to believe that everyone on my YouTube has already seen the best of me and has some sort of idea as to where their ideas will go in listening to my lives, and that is always down the throats of these fake idols. And I guess it's just more than superstition. It's more than, it's really not that hard to believe it's in the morning. Like, I already don't get property tax. I think that's just something that will keep the house owners that, and they actually want you to sell the houses below a price that you would normally sell it for, so that they could make a buck, a fat one. And I'm glad that they've thought of that because I didn't work for eons for something to be sold for a price that you can afford just because you're a broke ass, lazy ass motherfucking leech on society and you feel it's fair to buy a house for some paper. I'll never get that. sits there, tells them how it could rule the world, and then boom, we have money. I just don't think, anyone's smarter than someone that can build a house, and where the fuck did those guys go? It's a bit creepy that, we have to deal with things like Disney with dicks in the castles, and then they have a Disney. And Lizzie McGuire, or what is her name? Her real name is, I can't remember it, but she wrote a really good song, and I actually was inspired by it, so I didn't see what's so hard about. The demons like the water in my nose. I'm actually a galaxy made out of nothingness, except for the elements I create. And, I just do my thing as a dark element in the universe. Demonstrate my persona through art more more like grab all the time. I used to draw, but then all my drawings and colored pictures just always got lost, and I got tired of creating beautiful masterpieces that were tattered by time. So I don't really draw anymore. It's really sad. I loved it. I was really good at it, and I probably already lost my touch. Hmm. I hope Sam brings me a Dr. Pepper, 'cause I love it. Sam normally brings me pop after work. And I really don't understand why everyone is so like, oh, humanity, because, a bunch of humans just killed a bunch of Americans, and it's basically a bunch of immigrants here from different nationalities. And if they're gonna attack all of us, what makes you think they're not complete psychos? Like, they're not going against just one nationality. Everyone lives here. We are some force to be reckoned with, if you ask me. There's a motorcycle outside. Born to eat corn and then swear at your mother. Okay, so maybe that's what my image of. Remember when they were doing that America thing? It wasn't America or America anymore. It was America. And everyone was so destined to make that funny. And no one in America wanted to laugh. But honestly, when I thought of America, that's the song I sung in my head and was like, you know what? I'm better than that. And I am fine. Like, who started that shit? That is so dumb. They have no respect. Honestly, I'm so glad Sam left some giant ice cubes that I can fill with water in the bottle, because normally you can't put ice in water, so he freezes it. I mean, you can't put ice in water bottles. You can put ice in water, not in water bottles. But this bottle has huge ass ice cube in it, and I love drinking from water bottles way more than cups. So, future. Tasty. See, I can be a complete dumbass weirdo just like everyone else. I just choose not to be. First of all, the birds were pissed at us for being pussies. They're like, can you believe we went south and we weren't even partying this year? They came back like, oh, Ohio's the best place to live now. Except everyone hates you, and it's 'cause they're dumb. And the birds love me because I brought some backbone back to America, because it was getting a little crazy there for a second. And I actually watched the wavelengths that would pass by ever since the music kind of died down. And I stopped making it. That's why it died down. Otherwise, you guys would still be stealing and listening to it right now. So don't blame me. If anything, I'm the only reason you had music. And it was just funny that my songs came after these sleazeballs stole my music, and you guys are all like, this shit makes me some type of way. Otherwise, you wouldn't tune in to my lives. I think that one random girl was just a fluke. But if you hate me too, bring it on. Love to get into a little hatred contest with you. Don't know why I'm so freaking boxy. Like my face looks like square. I really don't get it. Like I'm really small, so this just needs to go away. I don't know where that came from. See, I got little shoulders. I'm really not a huge ass bitch. Not here to fight, just win my rights. As a tiger or a tigress, get my stripes, you know? If I had it my way, Ohio would never be unhappy because I love Ohio. They're the only ones that keep chipper spirit during down times. Everyone else just turns horribly ghetto. Ohio has something that other people don't have. They have like a hatred for boredom. They won't put up with bullshit. They'll run you over if, the whole town decides that you're unworthy. And they stick up for who they want, regardless of anything else. And that's why there's like packs of people in Ohio. And I think it's kind of cool. It reminds me of wolves. Wolves? Sorry. Like, I went to Kentucky and it was the most eye-opening experience of my life because I realized that everyone is ghetto compared to Ohio. California, they say is really great, and that's the only other place I could imagine. Because I've been to New York. New York is pretty ghetto too. I think we've all seen the States by now, at least some of them. And I think if I was born in any other country, I'd be scared for my life. Because America's the only one with like intuitive people that actually gossip and like to be alive and have like a good time because we're all so different. We have different ideas and we look different. We're not just a bunch of same race motherfuckers fucking each other all day, and that's the bright point for me. It's like a lighthouse in the distance. We came here so we could mingle, basically. That's what I think. That's why I don't like that there's so many kids and they're like overpowering the old people. Because the old people is how we got to this great land, right? Didn't they like migrate here? I don't know. I think America is a place where white people were born because I don't think anything other than a white person could survive the cold temperatures that we sometimes face. And I actually mentioned that once before, and some people agreed, so I bring it up now. We're like polar bears. We like cold drinks even when it's cold. We like milkshakes all year round. They're always delicious. Strawberry, chocolate, banana, vanilla with cherries and whipped cream. Cherries are divine. They're always like, apple is the fruit of knowledge or whatever. But first of all, God never said what the fruit of knowledge was, and I think it was a cherry. Look at all this. This is me loving cherries. Me loving cherries all the time. Always. Even now. Even now. So I guess the only reason, which is very uncanny, I mean ironic. Ironic and uncanny. The only reason I like this necklace, because it honestly looks like a pair of balls, is because I got a ball sack tattooed on my chest. It has a face. I guess I just like to match, like a typical girl would. Okay, I just felt like Winnie the Pooh. Damn, it's only 3:28 p.m. Sam, it's still gonna be like 3 hours. Hmm. So what have you guys been up to since the calamity that is um the fact that we all miss Donald Trump? They got a TV star slash millionaire to become president. And he was the best president because he didn't do it for money. He already had money. And I think it's really dampened the mood ever since he's been out of office. He was the best president ever. I pretty much had to lead a lot of chaos out of the perimeter of our minds. Since then, I think it's all just very weird reality. Oh yeah, back to the Disney thing because that was kind of random. But it kind of reminds me like, did they ask the kids that stole my lyrics to do their song by asking them what they would do for a Klondike bar? Because I always thought, like, what would you do for a Klondike bar? I would do nothing for a Klondike bar, and it seems cheap to even ask me to respond for a Klondike bar. So it would really time with how cheap and lazy these girls were when they stole my raps. Like, they literally got ice cream and now they're broke. And I found it ironic that I like ice cream so much, but I hate Klondike bars. And what would you do for a Klondike bar is kind of like, it's always been nothing. Did they expect me to do nothing? Did they know that they were being lowballed and that what would you do for a Klondike bar could be smacked in their face at any time because now they've probably fucked half of America and have so much drama, and that's the only reason it's not one big drunk ass party and is actually coming to relevance again. And we had to send in a TV star to handle it for the longest time because it seems no one even remembers what the hype was about. So funny to me. It is stuffed in like ice cream or something. So I woke up in the middle of the night last night and got ice cream, but I don't think it was me. I think it was the girl that I made fun of for eating the cake with my body the first time. Because first of all, that was some old ass cake and I would not eat that. And she grabbed it and fucking devoured a big piece until she realized it was hard. And then she put it down. And then I called her a fat ass. And then in the middle of the night, she tried to get the ice cream. And then she left it out on it and ruined it. Bitch. So you guys have no feelings toward anything I've said? I guess I'm just waiting for a response on the whole fake idol stealing my raps thing. When will it get to you guys that someone's lying to you about the thing you love most? Okay, let's say, and this is just hypothetical, let's say you don't believe me that I wrote the raps. Does that mean that they wrote the raps? Does that mean that you still believe that they wrote the raps? Then I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. First of all, what kind of idiot makes music and doesn't even know how to hear? They brought a video camera to her, they recorded the video, and that was it. She didn't record anything. The only person that ever got away with not stealing my whole lyrics and whole voice for their song is Mercury's because he used his voice to steal my lyrics. I'm just tired of telling you guys. For it to go in one of my ears that you call yours, and out the other that is also mine. I'm sorry, but you guys are gonna have to do a little more than steal my lyrics to impress me. And then slob on the knob of a fake idol's corn on the cob till dawn because you were prolonged in your feelings of lust. It won't be long till you're ding dong. Chocolate and frosting involved. I'll shove it in my mouth and it will be devoured in a matter of seconds. I'm starving and these bitches are getting fat off my money. I'm starving and my soul is the most beautiful thing ever and it has to shrivel up because no one recognizes it. I am the best friend you ever had and you are letting that go for a bunch of people from a country that you were born in and only think is great because it's magical thanks to me and my eyes and my ears and my music and my people. And if you can't handle that, well, why don't you go have an interview with one of your favorite rap stars and see if they can even talk for more than a minute or even a second. I honestly give it a big 0. I don't think they've said shit. I think they're all mutes. Fucking mutes. Getting away with stealing lyrics. Like, what do you know? Like, Mercury's has nothing to say other than the shit I make and the shit that I think of. So go have fun. Mommy will be waiting at home with some chicken noodle soup to heal your belly from all the aches and pains you'll have from trying to make love to something that doesn't even really have an inch of soul in them because the devil took their soul when they sold it to him so they can make lots of money. And money's worthless to me, honey. I think it's fucking paper. You will never be able to tell me that you make some beautiful clothing and they give you paper for it. It ain't gonna end badly if, they choose or not. Are you guys, are you guys giving me bad energy? That's just killing yourself, right? Like, that's another day you don't live. Think your gay ass dick is really gonna get through to me? It's obvious all this is a goddess being raped by God, and his sperm has taken over the world, and he thinks it's cute because they're all using the goddess's body and the goddess's mind and the goddess's intelligence and the goddess's beauty to make something of themselves, and once the goddess is dead, there'll be nothing left to suck, and they'll all turn old and disgusting. But the goddess is eternal, or something, or she wants revenge because she hasn't died yet. I know, because this whole thing hasn't fallen apart yet. But if you don't think I realize that I'm a giant walking dick made into an alien because she couldn't take the ugliness of all the horrible things eating her from before time. And if you don't think her ass is the sun and she flew away and just watches her beautiful body that once was hers from afar, that you are all growing your disgusting plants and inhaling constantly. I honestly think that's why you guys always forget how great I am and who I am and how funny I am and all the jokes I tell, is because you're sitting there inhaling poison and carbon monoxide, and you will never survive off that. I really don't get what you don't get about the sun is melting us because and doesn't appear other than to heat us up way beyond our means because you're all a bunch of giant penises that are only beautiful because of a goddess. Like, I know symmetry. I'm not a dumbass. I'll leave on that note. I'm just a crazy girl, but my theories actually get me somewhere in life, unlike some people. Let's hope that we catch these fake idols red-handed once and for all, and we can all get our money back from these bitches because, it does feel like shit to give your money to someone that has been lying to you the entire time about who they are. That's catfishing for you. Stealing identities to get ahead. That's all my life has ever been. And I find it really ironic that there's something else out there that is happening to them too. And I just ain't gonna open that door for you guys today.